So we're currently in the middle of moving, and we've got a lot of e-bikes to move from our storage unit and my apartment to our new house. Problem is, these bikes are very heavy and I can't just load multiple e-bikes on a regular bike rack. I've actually been using a dirt bike carrier for the last 2 years, which is a pain because I can only move one bike at a time, but I may have found a solution. So this is how I've been transporting my bikes as of right now for the last 2 years. That's all that I have that's rated to carry anything that's over a regular size bike. I think this one's around 70 pounds, but this rack is rated for something like 300 or 400 pounds because it's meant for full-size dirt bikes. What's a pain in the ass about it is I have to put down 3 straps for the bike to be stable. It also doesn't allow me to carry 2 bikes at one time. Obviously one on the rack, and I usually place the second one inside the car. So here's everything that came with the Outfitr dual e-bike rack kit. Got the 2 cross beams with the rear wheel chocks already mounted on them. This is the main hitch carrier, which has a load capacity of 200 pounds. This is what they call the rotating group. It's the main part that slides into your vehicle's tow hitch. As you can see, there are 2 locking positions here. So if you're not using the bike rack, you can actually fold it up to get it out of the way. There's 2 vertical support beams, a folding ramp, 2 front wheel holders with the straps already on them, 2 connecting blocks. These are actually what straps your bike down to the upper part of the bike rack, as you can see here on the manual, and then all the hardware needed to put the bike rack together. Should be able to put this whole bike rack together with just a 24 and a 17 mil, but I also got myself an impact driver with a 17 mil socket just to speed things up. And a crescent wrench as well if you have one. It's pretty cool how that works. There's a pin here that you pull, and you pull back on the handle and it unlatches. For the 2 vertical support tubes that go in the center of the carrier, there are these 4 plastic plates that go in between the carrier bracket and the tubes. You got to put them in through the bottom. So in between the tube and the carrier bracket, that's what's going to keep the finish from getting all scratched up whenever you're sliding the support tubes up and down. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. This is probably going to be one of the more frustrating parts of this whole bike rack assembly. It's just getting everything else lined up. So you can see I haven't even tightened the hardware yet, and it's already a nice snug fit. But that's actually a very good thing because I don't want my bikes wobbling around when I'm driving on the highway. You know what, I was looking over the user manual and it says that it's necessary to reach 50 Newton meters of torque with those 2 bolts that we just installed for the vertical beams. So I'm going to hit it with a torque wrench just to play it safe. Assembly was actually super easy. I was able to unbox everything and put it together in about 20 minutes. And that includes filming. So the front wheel holders are obviously bolted in place on the cross beams, but the rear wheel chock, you're able to slide forward and back to accommodate different size bikes and different wheelbases. So you can just unlock it and slide it back for longer bikes, obviously slide it forward for shorter bikes, lock it back in place, and wrap the strap around the wheel and tire Just watch out for the spoke. Crank it down, do the same thing up front. Then you can swing out the vertical support bar and throw the upper mount on. I'm not gonna put these on until I have the bike in place, just because it's gonna get in the way when I'm loading it on. But I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing so far. It seems like a very easy setup. How this rack mounts onto your vehicle's tow hitch is actually very slick and secure. Besides the tow bolt having the cotter pin like you usually see on most bike racks, it's got a threaded bolt as well, so you don't even need a stabilizer on the hitch assembly. So you can just slide this onto your hitch, throw the tow bolt on, torque it down, and throw the cotter pin on the other side, and it should be very stable. Well, my phone managed to overheat somehow, so it didn't get me mounting the second bike on, but just to give you some perspective, this is a 26 by 4 fat tire style mountain bikes, and they weigh about 75 pounds each, which is way within the rack's capacity. Here's how the rear wheel is strapped on, front wheel, and here's how I got the top brackets. It's not going anywhere, so let's hop on the road and head to the new garage. You know, I was just reviewing the footage from the highway, and it looked pretty stable with the two e-bikes on there. I wonder if this thing can take two of my pit bikes. I mean, it's definitely the fastest I've been able to unload two of my bikes. All right, do not do what I'm about to do. I just got a lot of bikes to move to the new house, so consider it like I'm doing an extreme durability test on the Outfitr rack. We're definitely gonna be going a little bit above its rated capacity. This Razor SX500 has a 12-inch Supermoto set and a 44 amp hour lithium battery pack, so I'm estimating this to be between 120 to 130 pounds. And this ETM RTR is 130 pounds. So we're going to be going 60 pounds over the weight capacity of the rack, but I just want to see if it's going to work because I do ride these type of bikes the most, so I want to see if it fits my use case scenario. My main concern is the wheel size. Since this is significantly smaller than what the rack is typically designed for, I'm afraid that the front wheels might get sunk into the bottom of the front wheel holder, but we'll see if it works. I ended up taking out the battery from the RTR since it only takes a few minutes and saves like an extra 15-20 pounds just to get a little bit closer to the rated capacity of the rack. Is this about to work? Not gonna lie, I was very nervous getting on the highway, but it seems to hold up just fine. Well, I'm glad that the Outfitr rack was able to successfully get my bikes to our new place, but this is not a recommendation to haul around pit bikes or e-motos with the Outfitr rack. It's designed to carry regular e-bikes for up to 200 pounds, but at least now you know that you can trust it to handle anything that it's designed to be used for. If you are interested in checking out the Outfitr rack that I used, I'll leave a link to their website in the description below. I'm still not ready to show my new garage yet. I've still got a lot of moving, cleaning, and organizing to do, but I'm super excited to show you guys. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you like this kind of content, want to keep up with some of my projects and some of my reviews, make sure you subscribe to this channel. But this is going to be it for today. Thank you for watching.